That's a great way to start the day off. Right, now let's go get some work done. Right, so it's the 9th of December 2020 and it's time to open up the silage for the first time and see how it is. 20 bales here which are fairly dry, made in August, and that's actually my compost pile there. I've got some topsoil and a bit of subsoil that's tipped up there just in case we took it from somewhere if we need it. And another 20 bales over there that were made in May, which is sort of really lush, wet silage. They're actually the same size bales, but they look a bit lower. This whole pit here, right from the end of that concrete here, right up to that wall behind those bales, used to be all full of silage, clamp silage. And there's a lot of silage in here. It's quite high as well, up to sort of 12, 15 feet, maybe even higher than that sometimes in the middle. We mounded it up, and we used to go through that much in the winter when we had dairy cows, but at the moment we've only got sheep for various reasons, and 40 bales I'm hoping should be enough. We're now starting to feed it. The grass is running out. Ewes need it just to fill their bellies up and keep them going. They should hopefully be in lamb now, and they'll probably eat between 2 and 3 bales a week. So this, if my calculations are correct, should last us until late March, which by which time the grass should be really taken off if the weather suits us. So I'm going to get up, have a look, open that top bale on the top, and I know there's a bit of bird damage, so we'll have a look and see what that looks like. So on top of the bales, should have put a bit of protection up here by the looks of it. The birds have got up here and pecked a few holes in them, and we've definitely got a little bit of mould, fungus growing through the top, which might be a problem, but usually this sort of mould tends to sit on the surface and that's not looking too bad. This top bit's going to look the worst. Yep, so we need to get rid of this white mould, but it's only a tiny bit on the top, and the rest of the bale doesn't go very deep hopefully, but we will have to take that off. Oh, that smells lovely. So for a top bale, that's not too bad. The ones on underneath won't be like that at all. There we go. That's looking really good. A really tightly packed bales this one. We haven't got a baler ourselves, and the guy that's baled them has got a really nice baler. He's packed that. That is solid. There's a lot of feed in that one. The sheep still got a bit of grass, so I would imagine that bale's going to last them almost a week, depending on the weather and everything. So what is it now? Wednesday. Okay, I'll go and get the tractor and pick it up, take it up to the field. And now I don't like to feed the sheep any of this white mould. Could be down to soil contamination, or usually, you know, obviously air, oxygen has. There we go. Obviously the bale, if the sheep don't eat it fast enough, it will start to warm up and compost as well. But it's cold weather and the bale's tight. That won't happen for at least a week. They should have finished it by then. So yeah, that looks perfect on that side. That's only a tiny little patch really. I'm just going to make sure I've got all this bit out. Yeah, that looks fine. Maybe a little bit there. A little bit of mould probably won't hurt them. A lot of mould, if they eat a lot of mould, it can be an issue, but it's just they don't seem to be able to distinguish between mouldy and not mouldy, and they'll just eat the lot, and if they eat a lot of it, it can't do them any good, can it? So right, we'll drop that down, take the top off. Right, that's not too bad actually. That bit on the top didn't actually go as deep as I thought it would have done, and not as deep as the bit on the side. This is smelling really good. It's been a long time since we've made silage this dry. We usually try and make it fairly wet and then mix it with actual hay. Hay's much cheaper to make. This is quite expensive compared to hay, because you've got to put the plastic on it, which is about £5 a bale. So this is what we had to do because it was going to rain. So that's the pile that we've got of waste. So we'll compost that, and it's actually not that big a pile from bale off the top. It's more than I'd like on average, but I'm assuming that that's going to be the worst bale. So I'll get out of the way and cool the sheep down and see what they think of it. Beauty.